Hello everyone, welcome to Study Automation. In this video, I will give you a demo how to create complete full stack website within 10 minutes using a Spring Boot, Angular, and also we will implement authorization, authentication, users role, along with that cache management, then language support, multiple language support which is called internationalization, all those things within 10 minutes. So let's get started. The first thing that we need to do is we have to install in our system, which is first is Java should be installed. Second thing is GitHub should be installed. Third thing is Node.js should be installed. So these three things are must. Now to check whether Java is installed or not, so you just need to open command prompt and write here Java hyphen version hyphen version. You will get here Java version. Then also you can try Java C hyphen version, and then you will see. If Java is not installed, go and download that. Next thing is GitHub should be installed. So for GitHub also you can just write git hyphen version. Click enter. You will see here Git version. If Git is not installed, just go from the internet and download that. Install. There is no any specific steps for installation. Just go download. Click next. It will be installed. Then we have Node.js. So for Node.js also we will write here node hyphen version. So this is also installed. So you can install all these three things in your system, and then after installing, what you need to do is you need to install a tool which is npm tool that will help us to create complete project using a Spring Boot. Then it will also help us to create AngularJS project, Vue.js project, or React.js. So let's see how we will do through Angular and Java. So for that we have to install npm install -g. Globally we have to install, and then we can write generator-j hipster. So we will use jhipster. Click enter and just wait for a moment. It will install. So now we can see our npm install generate jhipster is installed. Next thing that we need to do is create a folder, and then we can move it to that folder. So I'll say cd desktop and then mkdir, and I'll say here blog app. This is my project name. I'll just go into the blog project, and then let me just clear. Now inside this blog project we just need to fire one command which is called jhipster. Only you have to write jhipster and click enter. As soon as you will click enter, it will ask few things, and just you can give the answer and your project is ready. So you can see this is jhipster created. Jhipster started with version 8.5, and then it's asking for name. So currently folder name is blog app, so I can put here the same name. So I'll say, let's say blog app. Click enter. Then it is saying that what kind of project you want to create: monolithic, gateway application, or microservice. Just move your cursor, move your up and down key. So I'll just create monolithic project. Click enter. Then it is saying what is the package name. So I'll say com.blog. Click enter. Now which build tool that we want to use for the backend? So I'll say Maven. Now do you want Webflix? I'll say yes. Then it is asking for authentication type. Do you want JWT authentication, OAuth, HTTP session? So I'll go with JWT authentication. Click enter. Now here it is saying for the unit test case, what kind of test you wanted to prefer, testing framework. So I'll say here Cucumber. Just press space it will be selected. If you want both, you can select that. Click enter. Now here it's saying the type of database. So for the database, I'll choose SQL type database. Click enter. Now here you have to choose production database. So for production, I'll use Postgres, and for development, I will use just H2 disk-based persistence. H2 memory, where once you start application, everything will be there. If you close, then you have to, the data will be lost. So I'll just click H2. After that, it's saying that cache managers, if you wanted to select any cache, you can do. I'll just say enter, no cache. Here you want anything related to um, Elasticsearch or Kafka, you can choose from here. So I will not select anything, just click enter. Now here we have to provide language support. So which framework you want to prefer? So I'll say Angular, and then it's saying about the testing framework. So I'll say Cypress, click enter. Do you want to generate admin UI? I'll say yes. And then here, this is the theme, right? Different themes. So I'll just choose any theme, let's say United or maybe superhero. Enter. The framework, I'll just say primary. Would you like to enable internationalization support? I'll say yes. And here you have to choose a language. So the native language is English. And then after that, you have to choose additional language. So I'll say here um, French. And then I will choose Hindi. If you want to choose multiple language, you can choose from here as well. So I'll say Spanish. And after that, just click enter. So three languages I have selected: French, Hindi, Spanish. Do you want to generate Cypress tests? I'll say yes. Enter. Yes. Enter. So now it will start adding all those things, and it will generate all the things, including test cases, end-to-end test cases, JUnit test cases, front end, back end, everything it will create, including it will create a JUnit, it will create admin UI with JWT support and language-based support. So everything it will create just like that. All right. Now after that, you just need to write mvnw and press tab. You will see here for the Windows, you have to write mvnw.cmd, which the file is already generated here. So if you just say dir here, you can see all the files and folders are available. Just you need to call mvnw. And if it's a Linux or Unix, just you can say mvnw. So I'll say mvnw and then cmd. Click enter. So it will start downloading Maven and then all the required stuff for your project. Even it will create Angular project, install all the dependency, create JWT, everything it will set up automatically. Just you need to wait and watch. Now you can see our project is up and running. We have URL localhost 8080. We will just open this URL localhost 8080 here, and then you will see that our project is up and running, which is in development environment. And if I choose, so if you see here, we have language support as well. We added English, French, Hindi, Spanish. So if I'll just say Hindi, you will see it will automatically convert French, Spanish, and then by default English. Also, if you see here, we have account already created, which is roles and everything is already assigned. So if you just click on sign in, and the default user ID here, it is saying for administrator use admin, and for user just use user and user. So I'll just click on sign in, and here I will do admin. Click sign in. Now you can see we have logged in, and Here you will see we have settings that you wanted to change. You can do from here. We have admin, where you can click on authority. You will see that we have two roles: admin role, user roles. If you click on admin role, you will see what's the name of that admin. If you want, you can create another authority, user management, where you have two users, admin and user. As well as for admin, we have these two roles assigned, and this is how it will work. Similarly, we can see matrix for the Java and memory that is being used. Even we can click on health for the system database. Everything is up. We can click on configuration if you want to see what all configurations we have. We have logs. We have API, where you can see the Swagger documentation. So for each API we have Swagger documentation. If you want, you can just click and execute it. You will see all the details. For the example authority, you will see what all authorities we have. So we have currently two kinds of authorities available here. This is how you can log in and check. Even if you want, you can see the database, which is H2 database, and you can connect, see all the database tables and everything is already available here. Apart from that, we have entities that we can generate, and then we have home page. If you log in with user ID, user login ID, then also you can do user, click enter, and here you will not see any authority related stuff. Here we have only basic thing available. So now we have another website which is called JDL, right, to generate the entity. So we can just say here JDL Studio. Just type JDL Studio, it will open here. First one, log in it. If you want to add more page and database, then you can use this one. If you see here, it's saying region, country, location, right? So this is just a database mapping. Database, it will create database table as well as front end, back end, everything it will create. Just you need to map your all the things here that is available. So right now it's saying language separate: French, English, Spanish. I'll also add one more, Hindi, right? And these all things will be added. So what you can do, if you want, you can generate your own, or I just download this one. You can see it's downloaded. Now I will open my command prompt. I'll just first close it, already running. So it's closed. Now I will go and I have to go to the download location, cd dot downloads, and here we have to write jdl jhipster hyphen hyphen no jhipster import hyphen jdl, and then after that you have to say hyphen hyphen force, and then write here your JDL name. So right now just we have downloaded that JDL, so you can just go and see the name of the JDL that is being downloaded. So it said jhipster DDL. So I'll say jhipster hyphen JDL and click enter. Now it will take few seconds and it is imported all those things that is available in JDL Studio. Only thing that you have to do is to select from here. Sample is simple monolithic. Earlier we chose the select default one, which is not compatible, so you have to select monolithic, and once you choose, it will show something like this. So we have application configuration, we have entity relationship, all those things it will create. Even you can choose database and other stuff from here. So let's do again ambient w, and it will start our front end and back end together. So meanwhile it starts, let's go to our project location, desktop, app, and open this project into Visual Studio Code. So I'll just write code dot. And here if you'll see, we have basically SRC. And then you can go to main, and inside main if you see we have web app where our Angular application front end is available. This is the resource where configuration is available. Then we have Java where all the Java stuff available here. So if you see here repository, we can see all these repositories available. If you say just go web, REST, and then you can see all the REST applications are available. So authentication controller, inside this you will see we have API available and it's working with JWT encoder and everything is available here. Similarly, we have services which works for that user service, and in this user service we will see the implementation using user repository. So if you will go here in user repository, you will see that we have it imported JPA repository. So inside this user repository, if I will just say user repository, here you will see that it is implementing R2B repository, and then we have all the stuff available. Few custom also implemented. So everything is already implemented, just you have to use it. So just do let me know if you have any question, query. I'll try to answer it related to JHipster. It's a good tool, good website generator, project generator. You should use it for your project, and it support most of the cloud infrastructure as well. When you will deploy it, AWS, Azure, GCP, it supports all, and you can customize any code that you want. Thank you so much.